Dilly Dally Hootenanny Podcast, episode number 2. Today's guest is Fun. Fun is from Poland. It's absolutely just a third world country over there, man. Like, Fun.
Fuck you, me.
How are you doing, man? Are you doing okay? Like, how are
Yeah,
you?
just bombs dropping, I guess.
You're just what?
I've got bombs dropping into my yard, man.
Poland, man. I thought that stopped
Man,
years
Poland.
ago.
Yeah, no.
Ah, all right.
Uh, so fuckers, I guess.
All right, Mr. Polish man, you said you're going to the university. What are you studying again? I remember you told me, but tell the listeners, our dear listeners.
I I'm gonna go to the university next year, actually.
Oh, next year. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because in Poland we got a bit longer education. So this year I'm finishing high school. I've
Mm,
got my final exams, and
okay.
next year I'm going to college.
Dang, you excited? Scared?
Man, I have absolutely no idea what to expect, apart from like a bunch of studying, especially since I'm going for like medicine,
Oh
so
yeah, you're gonna be there for a
that's gonna be
while.
tough.
Oh, you can't even do
Yeah,
drugs. You can't even do drugs. Wait, are you
what do you
doing
mean I
medicine
can't
or
even
like
do drugs?
doctor?
I'm gonna be able to prescribe myself the fucking drugs.
Oh, you got a point there. You got a point there.
Yeah.
Bro's found the legal loophole. He's gonna be an exotic drug dealer. Respect.
Yeah, I
All right.
mean, you don't every day. It's not like you meet a drug dealer that knows how to kill you and how to make a good time every day, right?
Indeed, but you just got to remember, don't
Yeah,
get high off your own supply. But then again, I guess it's Poland's supply at the end of the day. Respect. All right, so you're gonna go into being exotic drug dealer. I respect that. I respect that.
yeah.
So what's Poland like? Like, what's the vibe over there?
Now, but you need a meme description, just like jokingly, or like actual how it feels to live here.
Let's go with the meme description at first, and then you can just clear it up
So
with
the
like a
meme
real one.
description,
Yeah.
yeah. So you know the stereotypes how Russians invented vodka and they are the alcoholics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they actually stole that shit from us. We are the ones that invented vodka. We are the ones that have the best one,
Please
and
shout it out. Please shout out that best vodka.
we have the best vodka in Poland, man. I can't really shout because I don't want the
No,
neighbors to hear it and think I'm some fucking
alcoholic.
weirdo. Yeah.
Understandable. Like, do you have a specific name for it now? Like vodka, or is it just vodka
Um,
in general? That
there's there's a bunch of brands. So basically, and you can make vodka out of different things. You can make it out of wheat. You can make it out of other just
can you make it
plants,
out of
or you can
Doritos?
make it. Huh?
Can you make it out of Doritos?
No, you cannot make it. I mean, you can make a
You said
Dorito.
anything. You
No,
said,
no, 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 no. Listen,
oh,
but you can make it out of a few things,
hmm.
but you can flavor it however you want. It's essentially same as moonshine, but it's cleaner and it's less like, it actually is healthier than moonshine.
Watch it, boy.
But
Watch your
no, no,
mouth.
no.
Hmm.
But I'm sure of that. And basically, I think the best type, I mean, at least for me, and I think the healthiest is from potatoes, actually.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's it. And you
Okay.
can flavor it however you want because you have different types of just flavor. It's the same as moonshine, yeah. You can, for example, like, my favorite flavor of vodka, because I don't really drink it that much. I prefer Jägermeister or some whiskey. But if I actually drink vodka, I prefer clean. Or if I have to flavor it, I like the minty type. Like they just add mint and it's really good. It
Okay.
stings a bit, but it's really good.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So
So
back to Poland.
yeah,
What's
yeah,
Poland
yeah,
like?
yeah, yeah.
So you said
I was
Russians stole
about
vodka from y'all, and so
yeah. So with if we continuing with the meme description, half the like you see you see like some funny videos on, I don't know, TikTok, Instagram, just some Slavic type shit, right?
Hmm.
So half those videos are actually from Poland. I maybe not like half, okay, so like 40 or 35% of those videos is actually from Poland. It's not from like Russia and or Belarus or Ukraine. It's mostly from Poland
Hmm.
because we have like the the most meme people. And at the same time, it's if you're gonna go into the like serious, like actual description of Poland, you're gonna see that it's you're gonna see the reason why. But yeah,
Okay.
so that's the another thing. And well, with the meme things, yeah, of course, the World War II memes, like getting fucking absolutely butt fucked and spit roasted by both Russia and Germany.
Mm.
Half the country was actually in shambles and ruins. And
Good
also
times.
another thing,
Mm.
on that note, on the wars, we actually were in like I don't know how to say it, but we're occupied. Yeah, we were occupied for 123 years. We didn't exist on the map.
Dang.
And then we got it for 20 years and got fucking invaded again. So yeah, that's kind of funny.
You ready for that to happen again?
It might, it might.
That's
Or
the
maybe
spirit.
this time, yeah, no. This time probably we won't get invaded. We're just gonna get shot with a fucking atomic bomb. So yeah,
You might got a point there. You might got a point there.
yeah.
Okay. So enough of the memery, all the jokes that we're cracking. So what is Poland really like?
So it's. I've been to a few countries in Europe, and I've been to America, and I've been to Asia, and I gotta say, it's always the best at home, right?
Hmm.
You could be I could be biased, but so it there's a bunch of politic shit right now about it, but you know the immigrant problem in Europe, right? There's a bunch of just African and Asian, like from Eastern countries, a bunch of immigrants just going to Germany, Sweden, France, and shit like that, right?
Hmm.
So our government decided to be racist as fuck and
Hmm.
just doesn't let anyone in.
Okay.
And it really helps because there haven't been a single metro bomb, suicide bomber attack in the capital. There haven't been any problem with like immigrants. There haven't been any problems uh, with like crime raised.
Mm.
Only Polish people do crime here. Like most of the immigrants that come in are either on visas, so they are not immigrants, but they are immigrants, but they are not illegal immigrants.
They're just here
They
visiting.
work, yeah, no, not visiting. They're like going here to college. They live here, they settle here, they work here, and I have known a couple of those immigrants, and they
Mm.
were really cool people, just like hardworking, honest
Mm.
type of people. Yeah, that's also what Poland really is. I mean, the government is racist, but
I mean,
and
which government isn't? Let's be honest.
yeah, first of all, second of all, you could say that's also in every country. Our government shit. So
Mm.
the like not letting immigrants in is the only good thing they've actually done. The
Mm.
rest is usually just launder money, steal money from people, just make fun of everything. I mean, you heard our, no, you probably didn't, but there's videos of our president speaking English, and it's just like, yeah, I do, yeah, this guy is 40, this guy is a president, and he doesn't know how to speak English. In the country that is trying to evolve and actually prosper in the Europe, where, let's be honest, English is one of the main countries you speak, right?
Mm.
So yeah, in terms of government, it's shit. I mean, now it's during the last elections, it has gotten a bit better because it's finally balanced, you know. Because
Yeah.
in our parliament there was a shift in power.
Yeah.
Because usually the most common party was the right-wing party was having had the major of seats, fucking seats
Yes.
in the parliament. But now
Mm.
it has been a shift in power and it's kind of even. It's half by half, so it's better now. But well, enough of the fucking politics. How is Poland actually? You have a bunch of green, you have a bunch of forests, you have a bunch of lakes, at least in my region, because Poland is really divided. Because you have the sea, you have the lakes, you have the forests, you have the mountains. You
Mm.
basically have every terrain type you can actually dream of.
Mm.
You can go sailing, you can go skiing, you can go walking, you can go driving, you can go do whatever you want in Poland because you can always find a place. Um,
I'm so
yeah,
glad they got walking over there, man. I was worried for you, man. I was
yeah, fuck
I was
off.
terrified. I was like, man, if Fun can't walk over there, man, I don't.
Yeah, just
That third
I'm
world
just
country
strolling on
might
a
be real.
wheelchair, man. I'm just
I can.
strolling on a wheelchair every day. Yeah, nah, I'm looking at the garden right now because I decided to go make myself something to eat, but I started talking. I just absolutely forgot about that. So
You're
I'm looking
good.
at the garden because I live a family house. It's a two-floor family house, just and we
Yeah.
have a garden. It's not a
Mm.
big garden, but it's beautiful in my opinion. I
Uh.
mean, it's winter now, so it looks shit like every garden, but in
Yeah.
the summer and in the spring, it's really beautiful. My mom took care of it. I love her very much. And
Nice.
that's another thing about Poland, it's that we are very friendly towards like newcomers. So you know that in Poland during Christmas we even have a tradition. I don't know if you have it also in America, but we have a tradition during Christmas that every table you have like I don't know 10 people from your family come. So you set up 11 plates
Mm.
for like a person that might be strolling through the night and it needs to warm up and he needs to he or she whoever it may be they need to warm up eat something so we have a tradition that if a newcomer just during the winter comes to your house you have to warm him up you have to feed him you have to make him like tea and shit so yeah
Oh
that's a
wow.
Polish tradition. Second of all, we are very family-like because there's a lot of families that not even like just lack of money, but there's a lot of families that just live together because they choose to, not because they have to. They just choose to. I have a few friends that live in family house that contain like half. They are split in half, so like half is the grandparents, or like half is their family. So there's a bunch of like stuff like that. So, well, that comes to another problem because I said lack of money. Poland, I'm really proud of my country for that. The Poland has really been advancing fast because besides the war in 1939 to 1945, besides the war, we have really been occupied by the communist parties like the USSR and fucking communists
Mm.
until, if I remember correctly, 1989. So we couldn't really progress shit. So while like France and UK and western side of Germany could
Mm.
have just progressed and actually advanced technologically, financially, and just overall culturally, then in Poland, nope, there was just occupation. We had to fight our way with the Communist Party, and we won. And now we have progressed. We are almost at the same level, maybe not in financial because our money is like our currency is shit in terms of economics. Because to buy €1, you have to get like 4.5 zloty. That is really bad.
Mm.
But well, it happens. We are in terms of financially, we're not as good, but in terms of technologically, yeah, we got like renewable sources of energy. We've got metro, we've got capitals. I mean, we've got one capital. What the fuck am I saying? We got a capital is advancing really fast. We've got technological in school. We've got technological prowess in school. We've got tablets. We've got TV screens in the classrooms. We've got universities getting dotations and just expanding. There's like in every major city, there's like one, at least one university. So that's cool. Oh, and about the university, did you know that the oldest university in the world, I think, it was in Krakow? No, it was in Krakow in Poland.
Crapo.
No,
Crapo.
Krakow. Fuck off.
Craco. Oh, I thought you
I
said
said
crapo. Oh,
Krakow.
it sounded
Yeah,
like you said
you can,
crapo.
fuck off.
Sorry, the third world accent throws me off every once in a while.
Fuck off.
Anyway, so you're a Polish person going to you're going to go to college, learn how to deal
Yep.
drugs, and you're playing Red Dead Online. What do you think of Red Dead Online? Red Dead, did you play the story mode? What are your overall thoughts?
I haven't gotten really through the story mode. On console, I'm and even before the train heist, so that's fucking nowhere. And on my computer, because I've got through Red Dead on my computer and my console. On the computer, I think I've gotten through Valentine. I don't remember correctly. So I'm basically nowhere in the story mode. But I've really enjoyed the online experience. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I mean, I'm kind of shit at PvP, but well, I haven't been really good at it in any game.
Mm,
So maybe in GTA, but that was on computer. So
yeah,
I have got better aiming at the computer because I haven't played consoles since I was young. I used to play on the computer on PC.
I got you.
Yeah, but online experience is great. Mostly because of you guys, because I have actually someone to play with.
You're welcome, Polish man. This is your Make a Wish Foundation. Welcome to America. So, speaking of that,
Yep.
do you have any questions or thoughts about America that you would like to get off your chest or just ask and just like really get an understanding by a true red-blooded American?
What do you mean red-blooded? Are you Indian?
No, our blood's red, dumbass.
The fuck you mean the blood? Oh yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I thought for example you're the indigenous people. Like, I was like, what the fuck? You
no,
never told me that.
no, I'm talking about my blood being red, bro. Blood's
Yeah, it is,
red.
bro. Yeah, Buzz red. I mean,
All right.
mine is blues. Yeah, you
You
got any more
ready?
questions about Poland?
Who's y'all's president?
Uh, it's uh, it's
Polish
a
people don't even,
guy
Polish people don't even
called.
know their own president. You heard it
I
here
know.
first.
I just don't know why you're asking that.
I don't know. We were talking about politics earlier. I just thought I'd throw the question. Anyways, let's go.
Yeah, I
Red-blooded American here. You got any questions about the U.S. of A, bro?
nah, I don't think so. I've been to the US and then the origin
Where?
stories, and
Which part?
I've been to I've been to the east, eastern coast. So I've been to New York.
Mm.
In terms of state, I think in terms of states, I think I was to New York. I was in Pennsylvania. I was in Maryland and in New Jersey in terms of states. In terms of cities, I was in New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., and I've been to like the Niagara Falls. So
Okay.
I
Whoa,
think
whoa. The
those.
waterfalls. Hey, yo, Polish guy. Anyways, so was it kind of like a culture shock when you came over here from Poland? Like just any of the cities, states you went to?
No,
Was it weird seeing like people with food and happy?
no. What the fuck do you mean?
I don't know. You're from Poland. I just assume they don't
No,
got food. Mm.
honestly, in terms of food, it was worse than in Poland. I mean, the only thing you got better than us, it's like burgers. The rest is, just
Bet your
plain
ass. You
plastic.
bet your
It's
ass we got
plain
better burgers.
plastic, just
Nah, we got
packed full of
burgers.
almonds and shit.
You're welcome. You're welcome, bro.
Yeah, yeah. No, but the burgers were actually good. My mom is is a big fan of your burgers because in Poland, whenever you go in your burger, it's like, yeah, it's good and it's really flavory, but it's it you don't have that vibe, you know.
Yeah.
But we've been this summer actually I've been to the US, so I can remember like really good. I think maybe, but I got bad memories. So. But yeah, in terms of if you're asking, yeah. So how did it feel to go to the States? Was there a big difference? I'm gonna interpret your question like that.
Mm.
No, there was not a big difference. Besides, people were less happy. The food was more plastic, and everything was bigger. That was the only thing that I actually saw. Yeah, everything was much bigger because in our capital, like the highest building is just, you know, it's okay. So it's quite high, but it's not as that. When you go for the Fifth Avenue in New York, it's like, what the fuck? Just everything is so much bigger.
Yeah.
And the sidewalks are bigger, the cars are bigger. There's my mom has a photo with I think it was a Cadillac. I don't know which model like actually, but the Cadillac was so big that I mean my mom is also quite short, but
Mm.
that's not the point. My mom
Yeah.
is like I could tell it, and I don't really know. I think she's one. Oh, I'm gonna tell you in centimeters. You're not gonna fucking understand that.
Yeah. You gotta convert that shit to feet, bro, for us Americans to really
What do you got with
care.
feet, guys? You're just weird. You just all you need is feet. What the fuck is that?
I don't
You
know, it
got a
just makes
fetish or what?
no, it makes life easier. Why am I gonna be like, yo,
The
it's
f
this many centimeters? I was like, okay, how about that in foot? It's like, bro, like we deal with pounds, not kilos over here either.
what do you mean? It's okay. So, how do you convert miles to yards? How many yards is 1 mile?
How many yards on 1 mile? Boy, I was not a math major.
I don't care. That's like basic knowledge. That's basic knowledge. What the fuck do you mean?
I didn't go into that.
I know that in
Then
one
what is it?
kilometer you have 1,000 meters.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
convert that
like
to
our system is so much more like it's so much better. You just know that it's always has to be a zero at the end. Yeah, like
so how many yards are in a mile?
yeah, I have no absolutely no clue. I don't care about that. I think it's
So
yards and it's
what
miles.
so,
Yeah, what the fuck?
how are you putting me on the
So
spot but you don't even know?
because you should know it.
Why? Why should I know it?
What the fuck is that shit? 1 mile is 1,760 yards. What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, welcome to America, bro.
Man, that's absolutely dumb. That is the dumbest shit I've heard in an entire week.
I mean, is it dumb or are you just uneducated?
No, it's not
That's
that I'm
food for
uneducated.
thought.
Okay, you
Mm.
are the one that didn't know it, okay? And you should know it because you live there. I don't live there. I don't care about this shit.
Well, I live here and I don't care about the shit either. So, boom, we're
What the fuck,
brothers.
bro? Oh my God. Yeah, but
Right?
that's the difference. You don't know your metrics of your own country, and I know mine of my own country
How often do you use it?
every day.
Every day. How did you use it tomorrow?
I don't know. I need to measure something. I don't know. I go to the store. Okay, I have 500 meters to my nearest store. I'm gonna make it in I don't know 5 minutes because I know I walk 100 meters a minute or something like that. I don't know. I use it every day. Maybe because I am a math major, so yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's
that
why I
might
count
be a
everything.
big factor. Boom, factor. That's part of
Nah,
math. I
but
think that's a big
nah,
factor in why you would use this so often.
nah,
I'm
but
an
still,
English major. I
I
do
don't
not
care.
like math.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not
Okay, you're the
using
one
that.
different.
Yeah.
So you go for poetics, right?
Go into what?
Your poetical shit.
Poetical or political?
Poetical.
Your Polish accent's showing again, fun. uh, yes, like poet stuff, yes. Literature, writing, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, who's your favorite writer?
Louis L'Amour. He's a Western novelist. He's dead now, but he wrote a lot of stories involving cowboys. It mainly all centered around the same type of storytelling where there's protagonist, antagonist, damsel in distress, and it's kind of just the old stereotype of it, but at the same time, he spun that story so many times in different ways that you just kept reading whatever book he put out.
Nice.
Mm,
Well, I'm not an English major, so I cannot question it. Yeah.
indeed.
And
So much. All right.
yeah, but I haven't been really good with like languages. I mean, I am okay. Wait, hold up. There's a difference. I'm good with languages. I'm just bad at understanding poetics and shit.
Mm. And so, okay, I got an interesting take, all right,
Yep. And what? On what?
on languages. So,
Okay.
the difference between me and you is we do we speak two different languages. Mind you, we're both
No,
speaking
really?
English, but no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no. Hear me out. You understand the mathematical language.
Mm-hmm.
I understand language in terms of interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
So the meaning, so the thing, I don't like mathematic language. The reason being is because there's only one way for it to be correct. One plus one is two.
Yeah.
That is a fact. That is it. That is all there
That
is.
is why I like it
That is
because
one sentence.
it makes sense.
Yeah, and so with it does make sense. I'm not saying it doesn't, but there's levels of math in terms of language that it gets more and more complicated to me
Yeah.
personally. And so that's when there's no room for interpretation. It's always just going to be one certain answer. And the reason
I
why
mean,
I like
yeah, I think it.
my
Yeah.
language in terms of literature is the room for interpretation is kind of this beautiful thing where everybody else is going to have their own separate ideas of a text that
Yeah. I
it's
mean,
going to
that is like the basics of poetry.
yeah, and so
Yeah.
it's going to be this interesting thing where everybody's going to have their own interpretation, but at the same time there's kind of this general understanding at the same time. Sure, some people might be far off in terms of their interpretation, but at the same time, it's kind of like this collective view on something and how it makes you, the reader, feels or how it makes you think. Unlike math, it's going to be this no matter what. And which is nice. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying I'm just not a fan of it because it just, there's no for me, mathematics always lacked creativity.
Yeah,
There,
it
there's
makes you
no art.
narrow-minded.
There's
Yeah, I know,
no,
I know, and
there's no
I
art
know
to it.
what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh well,
It's,
on that I gotta disagree. Maths is art in terms of different like subjects of maths, because you have like the basic maths and algebra, and that's just numbers, yeah.
mm,
But when you go deep into subjects like relativity or relative numbers or imaginary numbers or patterns or geometry, there's a lot of art, and you just have to see it.
I do
All right.
agree in terms of like geometry and like the ones that like uh the circumference and all that, like the graphs that come out of it, like the one with the
I mean,
swirl. Like I don't know, like I do see the art there, but again, I'm not that far in depth in a mathematical language to where I like I'm not saying it's not there. I'm just saying I've never really seen it other than like graphs. Like the graphs that come out of math, I do like some of the graphs. There is an aesthetic level that certain graphs provide. Even some of the formulas have a certain like just eye appeal to them. All right, next topic. Anime.
no,
You
wait,
watch anime?
you gotta let me eat. So I'm gonna answer you a bit slower, but I'm because I'm eating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As long as you don't talk with your mouth full, we're good. Can't
Whoa,
have a.
so what?
You hear that, audience? My dear viewers, this is how Polish people are. They chew with their mouths open. They're racist. They're just like us for real, for real. They're damn near Americans. I bet if we pulled up to Poland right now with the old Donnie Trumpster, Poland be like, I'll learn English to talk to you. Do you rock with anime? Watch anime?
Yeah, I do. I
What
do. I
what
do.
anime what anime are you into?
Currently, I'm not watching anything,
Okay.
but I think I prefer comedy. Maybe some slice of life, but that's cringe as fuck. So yeah.
No. Okay. Um, got a favorite anime?
Favorite of all time?
Yeah, all time.
Shit, that's gonna be a hard one to pick. Oh, goddamn, that's gonna be a hard one. I think, in terms of series, like shows,
Mm.
it's probably gonna be Attack on Titan, maybe
Okay.
Cowboy Bebop,
Okay.
uh, anything else? Yeah, I think those two are like my favorite ones. Besides that, okay, so I'm gonna mention that I haven't watched either One Piece, Dragon Ball, Bleach, or Naruto. I haven't watched any of them.
You're good, bro. You're good. You're good.
I just didn't like those. Mm, yeah, but in terms of movies, I like the Silent Voice. That was really deep.
Mm.
And something else. I don't know. I don't remember all the shows I've watched.
No, you're good. Okay, next question. If you were to give an anime recommendation that somebody has to watch this anime, they just gotta see it. Which anime are you giving them to watch?
It depends. Do I like this person or not?
You actually will do both. Do you like this person?
Quite possibly Cowboy Bebop.
Okay. And if you don't like them,
Berserk.
Best Sec?
Berserk.
Oh, Berserk. Okay.
Yeah. Um. Oh shit! Wait, give me a second. But like, I mean, Berserk is not a bad manga. I mean, there's no like a really good anime of it, but Berserk is not a bad manga. It's really good actually,
Yeah, I was gonna
but
say, I was like,
it's just like depression and suffering, all right? So
okay,
yeah.
okay,
So
that's fair.
for someone that ask for a recommendation because they want to have a great time, and I don't like them, Berserk. But if I like them, I'm not gonna recommend if they want to have a great time. If they want to read or watch something that has meaning and has a bunch of different topics that are really hard to talk about, I would recommend that as far as possible. If they want to have a great experience, life experience, I would definitely recommend Berserk and maybe Cowboy Bebop. I'm gonna talk about Cowboy Bebop a lot because I really like this series. It has comedy and has strategy and has drama and it has everything possible in that shit.
Mm.
So yeah, yeah, I just really like the show. Uh, but yeah, Berserk. I haven't watched the entire thing, so I haven't watched like uh, I haven't read actually like the culmination. Oh wait, how do you say that? Like the end of the series, like the most,
The
I think
finale?
the hardest part. Yeah, the finale. Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I haven't read that. I haven't watched that, but well,
Boy, you are in
yeah,
for a surprise when that shit happens.
yeah. I know. I probably am.
Okay.
We can talk about movies, and movies. I have more to say.
Okay, we can talk about movies.
But wait, why are you interviewing me? Isn't it supposed to be like a conversation? What are your favorite animes?
I would go. My favorite anime of all time would have to be Black Lagoon. It's pretty much like uh,
Oh
if Tar-
shit.
if like Tarantino made an
Hmm.
anime and
Yeah.
with like Johnny Woo.
Yeah,
So it's,
yeah. I read it. I shit. I watched it. I watched it. It's great.
yeah, I've read it, I've watched it. I'm still hoping that like they're gonna do a new like season or something for it
Yeah, I
because
know.
it's a really good show. Really love it. Really would recommend that one to anybody that like just likes anime in general. If I were to give like anime recommendations for people to like, I don't know, get into anime, like they haven't watched anime but they're curious about it, I would give them like, I would honestly give them Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood
Oh
or Cap.
yeah. Okay. I forgot about. Sorry if I interrupt you, but I forgot about so many fucking animes now. You just keep on remembering them for me. Yeah, yeah. Continue, huh?
Yeah, but yeah, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That was a very like my first intro into anime was Cowboy Bebop from like Toonami that aired on like Cartoon Network on Adult Swim late at night on Saturday nights,
Uh-huh.
and basically that was like my gateway into anime. And like I don't know, I saw like Inuyasha and like other stuff like that, but it just I don't know, like it kind of I think it was just a little too intimidating for me to really be like, yeah, I'm gonna rock with this, but I just never got around to watching that stuff. So eventually I saw like the TV commercials, the bumpers, and I would see like Radical Edward from Cowboy Bebop like on her scooter following the train in that one episode when they all got high off the mushrooms. So like I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, I started watching the show and I really liked Cowboy Bebop, and then that's another show I got into with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because they would air it on Toonami as well, and I just really fell in love with that show as well, and like I bought the manga of not Cowboy Bebop but Full Metal Alchemist, and I've just been reading, and honestly, it's a really good like starter anime to get into. It's just the storytelling
It
and
is.
another one that I would probably recommend would probably be Ghost in a Shell. I never finished Ghost in the Shell, but man, that animation was wild when I first watched it. I even saw the live action movie with Scarlett Johansson, and I don't know,
Yep.
like I wanted to love it a lot more
Did you
than
watch
what
it
it.
for Scarlett Johansson or did you watch it for the story?
I watched it for the story because I was like that was my first introduction of like yeah, it's really hard to make an anime into a live action and for it to be good. And that was like my first everything, and like I wanted it to be good. I really wanted it to succeed and all this, and like it was good for what it was, but at the same time I was like, man, I just I wish Hollywood would just nail nail it a little bit better. Don't get me wrong, it's been
Mm-hmm.
many years since I've seen the live action, but at the same time, like we see like Netflix doing adaptations, like the Death Note adaptation was just
Yeah.
trash when they did a live
Yeah.
action of that. So it's like, and it's kind of crazy because Death Note seemed like the easiest adaptation they could have done for a live action anime. Like there's no crazy like Dragon Ball Z level of like
Fight.
special effects,
Yeah.
fights, anything like that. It's just people in their head thinking and then just trying to outwit one
Yeah.
another. But like the most you would have is like Ryuk, the demon god that stands behind light the whole time. But other than that, that's
Yeah.
like I feel like the level of like the difficulty to make that happen should not have been as difficult as it was. Like I feel like they should have had a way easier time doing that show and like hit it out the park. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think for animes, definitely those. In terms of like anime movies, I would definitely recommend Summer Wars. Summer Wars is my favorite anime movie of all time.
Wait,
It's
what?
Summer Wars. I highly
Wait, whoa, whoa,
recommend.
whoa, whoa. You have to tell me more about it because I think I know it, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so that one was also on Toonami. They played it for like maybe
Yeah, okay.
I'll
Uh-huh.
tell. I'll go involved. So Summer Wars. It's about this kid, and oh, you'll like this actually. Fun. It's about this kid. He went to the Olympics. He was almost picked to go to the Olympics for math.
Uh-huh.
He got. He just didn't do good on the test, but he excels at this. At mathematics, he does a really good job. And so the main plot of the movie is there's this app called Oz. It's basically Facebook, Instagram, Player One. social media all derived into one, where like your online persona, your avatar, you can do your online shopping, you can do your banking just with like your own little avatar, and it's all like partially a
Mm-hmm.
video game as well as just a social networking site. And so that's the world they live in. Basically, Facebook cranked up to 10. And so as that happens, what's it called? The kid, I forget his name. He basically works for Oz. He does some code work, some security stuff, some small time stuff. They're all going to school,
Mm-hmm.
yada yada yada. There's this girl, she comes up, she's like, "Yo, I need somebody to come like pretend to be my boyfriend so I can introduce them to my grandma before she passes away." So she does that. She takes the kid along. It's that standard anime bullshit where he gets all flustered, red face, his nose starts bleeding out of nowhere. It's the usual. But
Yeah,
anyways,
okay.
as this is happening, there's this virus that basically gets sent to a bunch of people's phones, and it's this math equation, and he solves it. He sends the message back, and basically his phone gets like a little pop-up like, boom, you got it wrong, yada yada yada. So Oz gets hacked, and basically everything in the world gets messed with because governments, militaries, civilians all use Oz for their everyday
Yeah.
lives. So hospitals start getting messed with, fire departments start getting messed with. It's just this like technological disaster that happens. And as that happens, it just becomes this big mess where this kid, he goes to meet this family, and this girl, her whole family has this variety of people, this cast of just, there's fishermen, there's people in the government, there's firefighters, police officers, doctors. She has this huge family, and this kid really just enjoys their company. And every single one of their lives gets affected by this virus. And basically, it's whether or not this kid's able to, I don't want to spoil it for the listener. And
Mm-hmm.
basically, this kid has the opportunity to see if he can solve
All
and
the
just
problems.
all the problems and try to destroy the
Yeah,
virus that's
okay.
affecting all their lives.
That's that sounds funny. I mean,
Yeah,
it sounds cool and funny at the same time.
yeah, and it really is. It's like I highly recommend you watch it like during the summer, because I don't know why it's like my go-to summer movie. I watch it like almost every summer. It's just a vibe. Another movie that's kind of like that would probably, like, it's by the same people that made Summer Wars 2. It's called Belle. Basically, it's kind of like a weird retelling of Summer Wars, but instead of like this big disaster that's happening on the app, uh, it's about this girl. She learns how to sing. Like she has a hard time singing in real life, but then when she makes her avatar in this fictional app, it fixes her vocal cords to where she can sing, and basically she becomes this pop sensation on social media. And you just see a variety of people that use the internet, people that are catfishing, people that just use it to troll, as well as people that use it to get away from their day-to-day lives and like try to disassociate from the cruelties that they go through. And
Mm-hmm.
I'd recommend Belle as well. uh I don't know. And like Berserk, like I know you said you didn't see like a good anime for Berserk. You read the manga. Manga's good, and like don't get me wrong, like I've never saw like why people don't like the 3D animation when it comes to the anime of Berserk, because I personally enjoyed it, to be honest.